Here's Maria.
We are back in 95 WIIL Rock Studio East with Ed Kowalczyk, who, yes, the lead singer of Live, but is now embarked on a solo career. Now, you heard a live song, an acoustic version of a live song just a little bit ago, and he will play some new stuff for us. But as we talked about, your debut album, Alive, came out last year, and we've been playing Stand Love, that song. And what I like about it is it's different than the live stuff. Well, the voice is still there, but it's different.
That was part of the, the mentality behind this whole record was to, stay true to myself, but also push the envelope, and I worked with an incredible producer named Greg Wattenberg on that song and another song called Grace for this album. And he just, we had this vision of just like, okay, here, we could stay true to what I do melodically and what I do lyrically and all that, but expand because it is a new career. It is a new chapter. And I'm glad you're hearing that because that's how I felt about Stand right away. I said, this is the future of how I want to kind of move in this direction from here on out. And so I'm really happy it got to be the single too.
Cool. And writing with a band and writing for yourself, no matter really who you talk to, seem to be two totally different things and different ways to approach it. So that being said, where do you draw your inspiration from now that it is you writing for yourself?
I mean, the way Live's process was, I was always the main songwriter, all the lyrics and melodies and most of the music. So my process in that sense hasn't really changed that much. The biggest change was really the collaborations. Like I mentioned, Greg Wattenberg. Actually, I worked with Chris Daughtry, and he's a buddy of mine. We finished this song called "Drink Everlasting Love" together. So I got to do some of those things, which I'd never really worked with people like that before. And so that was, really fun and really inspiring. And I'm looking forward to more of that on my next record, just because meeting people and having that kind of like group mind on a song, is just a really fun way to work.
Now, what can we learn about you from this album, kind of as a whole? Are we learning more about Ed Kowalczyk?
I like to think that it's just a deeper picture of my faith, of just the joy that I have in music and what I'm doing. I feel like, when you're really coming from the heart, it's like you're doing your calling. You're doing something that you're kind of meant to do, and that's what I hope people get from this. I hope they get the inspiration that I feel when I make the music. And as long as that's happening, I feel like that's as good as it gets.
Awesome. Well, we're talking about Stand, so would you like to do that one for us now?
Yeah.
All right, live with Ed Kowalczyk in Studio East, 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.
Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, all these things that I have done, hours I have spent looking for something to run to cover my head. The rain came down in sheets of razors, cutting my face and blocking my way. It was impossible to see the angel that was staring at me. If you could stand with me, we have to believe, child. So much more than we could know was waiting just down the road. If you could stand tall with me. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Someone said you were the one who comes to every man when his back's against the wall and his money's all been spent, and it's time to fan the flame, or never to walk this way again. Will I be the one to rise above? Lord, am I strong enough? If you could stand tall with me, Lord, we have to believe, child. So much more than we could know. We're just down the road. If you could stand tall with me. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. It doesn't matter what we say, it only matters what we do. Move past this flesh and blood, see what's inside of you. I need to know if you could stand tall with me, child. What are we fighting for? Yeah. If you could stand tall with me, yeah. more.